as a collector, well, like most or 90% of the collectors, I'm a big kid at heart. And what better way than to be able to relive your childhood through your DVDs. Now, on here before, I've shown my sets like my Robotech's complete series and my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and stuff that I got into when I was like either a kid or when I was a college student. But here are some that are really cool childhood memories that I managed to get and relive, and it was fun to relive them over again. So here we go with the box set of memories. This one I picked up last year. I got my son the other one, the Skeleton Warriors, which was more of his time frame. But I was a fan of Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Now, this was one of those cool interactive shows. If you went around it for it, you may not. This show could get pretty dark, but the really cool thing is you could buy toys. And be flashing things on the bad guys, and you would be one of the Captain Power team. You could take the toy and shoot it there'd be a laser. You could shoot at the screen, and it would shoot back and actually knock the shoot your toy, which was really cool. Unfortunately, it didn't make it past the first season. But this is a great box set, and the features on this thing are amazing. They put out another one, Skeleton Warriors, which was a cartoon series, kind of like another cult series, but definitely picked this up. Part of my childhood, had to have it. Of course, I'm not from the 60s, but these are timeless cartoons. This is the greatest 1960s Peanuts collection. It's got Charlie Brown Christmas, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Those two are the main ones. You got Charlie Brown's All-Stars, Your Love Charlie Brown, It's Your Dog Charlie Brown, It Was a Short Summer Charlie Brown. There's a featurette on Vincent Giraldi, who is behind the music that you hear so often in the Charlie Brown, dance thing. But who didn't grow up watching those Peanut specials? I actually quit Boy Scouts because I missed a Charlie Brown Christmas special one year. I wish I could say that wasn't true, but it was. My teenage years came, and I was a fan of this, Meatballs. I would even watch the crappy sequels and for the nudity and stuff mostly. But Meatballs was actually a fun, good movie. Bill Murray was at his his peak comedy-wise. This one and Stripes were two of his best films. I forget the drama and serious stuff that he does now, but this was some really good stuff. Meatballs was just a really well movie. Ivan Reitman directed this one. It got Ghostbusters, and of course Cannibal Girls. Gotta love that. And a couple more from the cheesy teenage years. I had to pick this up as the Hard Bodies collection. Yeah, it's pretty cheesy. The first one is probably the best. The second one, not so great, but it's watchable. It's basically the teen sex comedies. Older guys single all of a sudden, and they're coming out into the beach, and you want this young guy to teach them how to pick up girls, and hard bodies, as they're called, the sexy girls. And you got some great, you got some decent actors in here. 80s band Vixen works on the first Hard Bodies film. And here's another classic, Spring Break by Sean S. Cunningham. Who most of us know when we hear of Sean S. Cunningham, we're either thinking, we're mostly thinking Friday the 13th. But this was a fun film. It's been a while since I've seen this one. I picked it up purely out of nostalgia, but this one I'm hoping it'll still hold the test of time. It's a really fun film. I remember this film had some really great music in it. For me, I'm an 80s fan, so some cool stuff. Back to my childhood again. The series unfortunately did not last as long as it was hoped it would have, and that is Arc 2. Arc 2 was a cool sci-fi series that came on Saturday mornings. And this is actually pretty good. BCI put a pretty decent set of this here. It's a 4-disc set. It has the complete series. Terry Lester plays Jonah, the whole arc thing going on there. And Terry Lester, unfortunately, has passed on. He was the actor that played Jack on Young the Restless, and will later go on to play the Second, Mason Capo for Santa Barbara. I'm an '80s kid, so of course I grew up in the heyday of the soap super couple. So yeah, I watched soap operas, and they were actually good back then. But this has 21 episodes. It's a great show, and it's cheesy and all, but I like it for what it is. Then it worked in its day, and still works for me today. Maybe it's nostalgia that makes me watch this stuff now, but I liked it. And way better than the movie that came later on was the original series. There's 3 seasons. I've only got the first one, but I have seen the third one in stores. Land of the Lost. Yes, it's kind of crappy effects and stuff like that, but it was fun. Land of the Lost was just a fun Saturday morning show. Of course, it's the state of Marty Krofft. They put out a lot of these cool little shows about a family that basically ends up in this like lost land where there's like these dinosaurs, and you have these like little creatures and stuff like that they come in contact with. Sleestack, yeah, and I loved it. And here's one that I definitely didn't grow up with, like when it came out, but they came on as shorts when I was a kid, usually on Saturday or Sunday mornings, and I picked this one. Is the Three Stooges. I love the Three Stooges. It's something you can watch with your kids. It's fun stuff. A lot of people find the Three Stooges male-centric, but my little girl can actually watch the Three Stooges as well. But she's more of a fan of Charlie Chaplin, which I also have, and that really beckons back to my childhood, because Charlie Chaplin and Ronald Howard Sherlock Holmes series, if you remember that, would show from Monday to Friday for a while when I was a kid, and I actually remember that. I remember watching the Charlie Chaplin shorts, The Ring, The Barber, stuff like that, and seeing the Ronald Howard Sherlock Holmes show come on afterwards. After that, they switched it around. I think we got like I'm in Canada, so we got like stuff like the Raccoons and Yes You Can, the Edison Twins with Corey Haim got to start, and a bunch of other shows come on like taking the spot of that. But again, I just wanted to share some videos that harken back to childhood. Most of these videos are pretty inexpensive to buy, so unlike some of the sets that I got there that cost a fortune and were definitely worth it, these are some that you can actually find around the store, some for like 5, 10, 15 bucks. One that I don't have here, I misplaced it right now, and I gave some of them to my son because he loves these cartoons, were the 70s and 80s cartoon collections that came out not too long ago. Highly, highly recommend those. Have a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff, Charlie Chan and the Chan Clan. You got some Thundar in that as well. You'll see some there with some McGill Gorilla. A lot of really cool stuff. Highly recommended. I wish I had it here to show you. It's some really, really great cartoon sets put together. They're usually 2-disc sets. There's like 2 for the 70s, I think. 1 or 2 for the 80s, and maybe 2 for the 60s. Don't quote me on that, because it's been a while since I've seen them, but they were really well put together sets. I highly recommend them, and I hope that those sets bring out actual full series for those shows, and not just some crappy Warner Archives bullshit, because I strongly disagree with the company that says don't download or burn anything. Here, pay us and we will burn it for you. I don't want to burn. If I'm going to buy DVDs, and I spent a lot of money in DVDs, obviously, but DVDs and figures and all that stuff, then please, at least don't insult my intelligence and make the DVD look like a DVD. I will go out and I will pay 20 bucks or more to get a special edition meatballs. I will pay retail for something like this. You can gladly take my $25 for a box set of Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future any day of the week. But do not come out and ask me to pay 20 bucks so that you can slap a cover on a DVD with no features, burn it off. Most of the time just makes me so mad. And I see so many doing these select DVD series and these archive series. I've been lucky so far. I won by all my TCM stuff that I have there. It's original stuff. It's not the burns after when I got Ned DeLepis. It's not the Warner Archives burnt off Ned DeLepis. It's actually the DVD Night Levis. I went out and searched and paid more to get it. A little rant there at the end, but those are some of the DVDs of my childhood, and I hope you liked it because it makes me want to watch them right now, especially Captain Power. Really cool series. The documentary on that is unfreaking believable. Right now, for me, it is literally time for tea.